Hi, this is a recording of me unboxing the Chinese version 2-volume set of Qian or Thousand Autumns by Meng Sushi. I got this set during my recent trip to Singapore, which I also made a video about. So, let's see what we've got! I use the term unboxing loosely because this set only has a fancy paper cover, and I see a publisher's ad for Wang Jintai or Golden Terrace. If you've been around my channel, you know I'm a fan of Golden Terrace, so I think this is a nice shoutout. And I think I opened this backwards because I got the second volume first. I know it's the second volume because on the spine it says Xia. And here's the other volume. And we can see on the spine that the name of the publisher is Qian Press. I might check them out and see what other Danmei books they have. And again, we know this is the first volume because it says Xiang. Since I started buying Chinese books, I noticed that some publishers don't use numbers for a book series if there's less than 4 books in all. Instead, they'll just say Xiang and Xia for a 2-volume set, and for a 3-volume set, they'll say Xiang, Zhong, and Xia. The books themselves are relatively slim compared to the English versions, but I think this is just the nature of the language. I've heard the Chinese language being described as efficient in how it conveys information, which is good news if you're planning to buy a lot of books. The set also included some freebies, so let's open those up. And I've got a nice poster of Xianqiao and Yanwuxi, some cute chibi paper cutouts, and a ranking of the martial artists from the story. If you've read Volume 4 of the English version, at the Sword Trial Conference, there's a lady martial artist who's responsible for announcing the rankings, so this is what that refers to. There's also a little card included, which we'll get to later in this video. The second volume also includes 4 chapters of Fan Wai, or extras. So if you're wondering if the book that you're buying contains extra chapters, just look for this word and you'll know. Let's go back to that card we saw earlier. On the front, it shows Xianqiao's name and his title as the Xuandu Purple Mansion's leader. On the back, there's a line from a Chinese poem. If you've read Volume 1 of the English version, there's a scene where Yang Wuxi and Xianqiao are at a restaurant and this guy walks up to Yang Wuxi and says, "I'll buy your boy toy off you." Xianqiao says, "Bruh, I'm not for sale." The guy apologizes and asks him for his name. Xianqiao explains that the Qiao character in his name comes from this poem. Maybe Xianqiao should have carried a stack of these calling cards with him when he was going around the Jianghu, so he wouldn't have to keep explaining his name every time he meets someone new. If you're thinking of getting this box set to show your support for the author and get some freebies in the process, there's some things that you should know. First, I did some research and it seems that depending on where and how you buy the set, the freebies might be different. The other thing is that the text is different from the English version in some sections, which is a funny thing for me to say because of course the story is originally a Chinese language work. Specifically, the text of this set has been toned down so it's not overtly gay. I'll give you some examples, which may be spoilers if you've read less than half of the full story. In Volume 2 of the English version, there's a scene where Yang Wuxi immobilizes Xianqiao. When a rich guy walks in on them, Yang Wuxi kisses Xianqiao and makes it look consensual. In the Chinese print version, the rich guy just sees them basically having a cat fight, which ends with Yang Wuxi grabbing Xianqiao by the nape. The thing is, this same expression, holding him by the nape, is used in the Chinese version of the cave scene from Volume 3. While Xianqiao is having a nightmare, Yang Wuxi lifts him up by the nape. I'm wondering if this is just queer coding for "and then they started making out." I don't know, but if you know, please leave a comment. If you've made it to this part of the video, Thanks for staying with me through this super long unboxing. I love Thousand Autumns, and I've committed to learning Chinese so I can consume more of the Thousand Autumns content out there. Wish me luck!